Hey guys, it's Sarah and today's BookList Thursday. This is a video series that I do with my friend Lindsay over at Lindsay's Little Library. And every Thursday we bring you some sort of list or a stack of books that we feel like talking about revolving around a theme or a genre or something that we feel like talking about that week. Today, we are going to talk about green books, and we thought it'd be fun to do this because St. Patrick's Day is coming up this weekend and everyone's going to be celebrating and having a great time. I even have Patrick's Day nails on right now. So fun. So we grabbed a stack of green books and thought we would just tell you what they are, talk about them. Green is not a very popular color, I don't think, in book covers. I actually had quite a few that I could pick from different genres, which was interesting, but it's not an overwhelming color on my bookshelves. I would say my overwhelming colors are probably black and blue. Those are probably the biggest kind of color scheme that's going on my shelves personally anyway. So it was interesting to kind of look through my shelves and see what colors are represented and try to pick out the green ones. So I have a stack of 5. Some of them I read, some of them I haven't. So I'm going to talk about them now. All right, so let's start with the books that I have read. And the first one here is Snowflower and the Secret Fan, written by Lisa C. This is a book that I read last year and I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. It had me bawling, which you guys know I'm not a big crier in books. This one had me sobbing. This is kind of a historical fiction-ish type of book. It follows 2 women who are Chinese, and they have this really long-standing tradition where 2 young girls will get paired up almost in like a best friend partnership. And it's kind of something that they're forced into, and they are automatically considered best friends. They automatically start confiding in each other, and they start writing these notes to each other on a fan in a secret language that was created just for these young girls to be able to talk about things without anyone else knowing what they're talking about. And so you follow 2 girls who are in that situation. And kind of their stories together, and it goes through their entire lives for both of them. So even though it's a very, very short book, it covers a lot, and yeah, it was intense, and I absolutely loved it. And the next one that I have read is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And this one is also a historical type of book. It follows a Hollywood superstar, basically, named Evelyn Hugo. And she was big in like the 50s, 60s time period. And she was incredibly famous. Everybody knows who she is. She's a living legend. And one day she reaches out to a reporter or a journalist and says, I'm ready to tell my life story, and I want you to be the one to tell it for me. And this journalist is completely shocked because she kind of considers herself a nobody in the field. She's like, why me? I don't understand. And Evelyn's just like, it doesn't matter. Just do it. Like, okay. So Evelyn finally tells her full life story to this journalist, and with the purpose of her writing her biography, basically. And it's a lot of things where she's answering a lot of questions that people have always had over the years, and she's finally telling her story. She talks about her 7 husbands. She has been married 7 times, and she goes through every single one of those husbands and talks about, you know, why they got married and what she loved about this person and what she didn't love about this person, why their marriage broke up ultimately. And then you actually find out who her one true love is. And it was really, really good. I really, really love this. The next one that I have read is A Court of Wings and Ruin. This is written by Sarah J. Maas. Now, I'm not going to go into a full synopsis of this. Obviously, this is the 3rd book in a trilogy, so it is a concluding trilogy book. But this is book number 3 in her Court of Thorns and Roses series. And this one I didn't love as much as the 2nd book in the series. I think everybody, that's kind of an overwhelming opinion about the series, is that number 2 was amazing, number 1 and number 3 was okay. So, and that's pretty much my opinion as well. But overall, I did really love this series. I'm excited to see where it's going to go next as well. I really love the characters. And I can give you the premise of the first one. So the first one is called A Court of Thorns and Roses. And that one follows a young girl named Feyre. She is a human, and she lives in a world where there is fae. And fae is known about. It's not a big secret, but they kind of keep to themselves. However, Feyre is out one day hunting for her family to try to feed them. And she kills a wolf. However, the wolf was a fae in disguise. And because she killed this fae without realizing it, her punishment is that she has to go and live in the fae realm and kind of serve her sentence out there. And it goes from there. So it was very interesting. I liked the first one. I loved the second one, and I liked this one. So yeah, a little up and down with this series as a whole, but there is going to be more from this world, and I'm excited to continue on with it. So when it does come out, I will be purchasing it and reading it. But so A Court of Wings and Ruin, and it is a beautiful green cover. All right, so let's talk about two books that I have not read, but they are majoritively green on the cover, and they really stood out to me on my shelves. First one is Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. And I mean, this one, they're literally sitting in a park, so there's green all over the place. This is a contemporary book. I believe it's a young adult contemporary, and it follows two girls who are really good friends, and they're also very opposite. One of them is very outgoing. The other one's a little bit more subdued and doesn't take risks. And the more outgoing friend disappears for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like a planned disappearance or if she actually just disappears. But she ends up leaving behind a list for her more timid friend to complete, to kind of help her break out of her shell a little bit, and kind of like a challenge type thing. So I believe her friend takes on this challenge. And yeah, I've heard good things about it. I have not read anything by Morgan Matson yet. Anything. So I really need to remedy that, probably this summer. And the last one that I will talk about that I have not read is Hunted by Megan Spooner. And oh, shiny. Okay. So this is a very shiny book on this side here. As you can see, it's very metallic and it's like a wooded scene and everything. And then her cloak is green. So I will try to hold it this way because I don't want to blind you guys the whole time. This is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. I'm positive. I think this is a Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, Beauty. Oh, Beauty Knows the Beast. Yep. Yes, this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. And it is, you know, kind of a fantasy type of book as well. So that's all I really know about it. I've heard mixed things. When it first came out, people were reading it and really, really liking it. And then recently I've heard a couple of people read it and didn't really like it that much. So I'm not sure where I'm going to fall on this one, if I'm going to love it or if I'm not. But I'm still very interested in seeing what I think. Okay, guys. That is a stack of 5 beautifully green books to kind of help us ring in the holiday weekend here. So let me know down below what kind of books you have on your shelves that are green, that kind of stand out to you as a very beautiful green cover. I'd love to know what you guys have on your shelves as well. Let me know if you've read any of these and what you thought of them. And make sure you go check out Lindsay's channel and see what book she's going to be talking about today. I'm excited to see if she has any of the same ones that I do. And we will talk to you guys again soon. Hope you have a great day. Bye.